Good morning, everybody. I'm getting everything set up. Welcome into Mindful Movements. How is everybody today? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay on Facebook or YouTube, either one. If you have any questions, feel free to ask those questions here in the comments. Wow. Welcome in. Good morning. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Oops. Try to share this out. Welcome in, everybody. What's up, Rockin'? Oops, sorry. I did not mean to send that invite. This is weird for me. I don't 100%. I'm not 100% sure how all that goes just yet. I'm still learning this side over here. Sorry. It wasn't intentional. That's all. How is everybody today? Welcome in, everybody. I'm just giving it a minute for everything to get going. Hi, Annie. Welcome in. How are you? Rockin'? It's not showing you. I'm assuming that you're maybe private, so it just doesn't show me that you're in here. How is everybody today? Welcome in. If you're just joining in, say hi. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining in today. Today is going to be just a tiny bit different for us. It's going to be just a little bit different today. What's up? I'm okay. How are you today? Just waiting for everybody to come in. I usually have a lot of people in here. Um, Good to see you too. Thanks for joining in. If you're joining in on Facebook or YouTube, please say hi and let me know who's in here. It would be great to see who is joining in. Welcome in. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'll try to give it a couple of minutes for everybody to get going, all the things. If you're joining in, say hi and let me know because I don't always know who's in here. So if you're a private account, unless you say something, I don't think it shows me who you are. Um, so it's very difficult for me to know who is in here. And if you have any questions as we go through things, um, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Today is going to be a little bit different for us today. Normally Thursdays are my circuit days where we go over all the exercises into a circuit. It's going to be a little different today because I'm trying to get my chair situated. It's going to be a little bit different today because I am in a lot of pain today. And I tell people to listen to their bodies. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to listen to my body. If you're new to me and you don't know, I have a rare genetic disorder and it affects the joints in my legs. It's in my hand. And we feel like it's possibly in my shoulder. So whenever I say listen to your body, I definitely practice what I preach. I was trying to figure out the best way to say that, but whenever you have a situation or an issue that kind of slows you down, I always encourage you not to give up, but I also encourage you to listen to your body. So tap the screen if you're joining in, show some love, share it out to somebody that might need that support or that motivation or that encouragement to just don't give up. Um, it does help share me out to the algorithm and it shares me out to your people. So if you're joining in, like I said, this will be a little bit different today. I will talk about the exercises that we've gone over this week just to go over them. And if anybody has any questions, I will try to show them for you today. But I'm not making any promises because my ankle and my knee are not wanting to do what I need them to do this week. Wondering if it's due to the weather, maybe, maybe not, but we're just going to roll with it. So, our exercises from this week, I will go ahead and say that if you are joining me and you don't follow along, I do have a little podcast. It's an encouragement type podcast. It is, we talk with people that have their own resilience story. So if you have a story of resilience, and I say that can be anything from a mom that has made her way through working a job, taking care of children, all those things, all the way through someone that is dealing with any kind of limitation or disability or anything like that, that you might want to talk about that resilience story. I do take guests. So if you're interested in doing that, I have links in my bios that takes you to everything me. You just click that link and it will give you the option to click on a button that says be a guest. And then you fill out a little informational form and let me know a little bit about you. So as we get started, we'll go over the exercises. Like I said, if you need to see them, I will go over them. But I am going to be extra cautious on my legs today. So this week we've gone over the step forward with a high knee hold. We've gone over an open, close the gate. That is a hip movement. Chest open or pull back. That's going to be using those shoulder blades and those chest muscles to give you a nice stretch as you do this. A heel raise with an overhead reach. So you're stretching and extending that body really well when you're doing that. And a standing crossbody reach. Those are our warm-ups that we've been going over. Remember, the warm-ups, we go over them all month long. So just because we're not following through those today does not mean you're not going to see those. Tomorrow, I do intend to be back. I intend to be back to full swing tomorrow. Hopefully, this ankle will cooperate and I will be able to go over those tomorrow because tomorrow is our combo day, which brings me to the exercises that we've gone over this week. This week's exercises was the forward lunge and the upright row. So tomorrow when we get together, we will put those together into a combo exercise. Our core exercise. Good morning, Karen. Thanks for jumping in over here. The core exercise that we've gone over this week is the plank. So if you have been with me and you have any questions about those exercises that we've done this week so far, please throw them in the comments. If I don't get to answer them right now, I will try to create a video to answer the questions that come in. So feel free to ask those questions anytime you want. And whether I do them live or do them in a video, I do try to answer them. So tomorrow we will put the forward lunge and the upright row into a combo exercise. I like to say that I apologize, but I don't apologize for my body. My body is mine, and it does things that nobody else understands. So, just because I'm not doing this today does not mean that we're not going to get some kind of information and helpful stuff from this live today. Our cool down or stretches, as whatever you want to call them, in the day for the whole month of July is we're doing a standing quad stretch. I'm sorry, I just need to mute my phone or all of my things so I don't get any messages or calls to come through. So the cool down for this month is standing quad stretch. We're doing a seated forward fold. You're doing a standing calf stretch. And then we're doing a chest opener stretch. And then we fall into the child's pose, but it's more of a side reach child's pose. So you go into your child's pose position and you rotate from one side to the other to give your body that nice little stretch. I know this is not our normal Thursday, which is usually our circuit, but I will be back to, hopefully we'll show our exercises tomorrow. I am trying to listen to my body today because it is not cooperating. That's what we're going to say. So just remember that listening to your body is not giving up. It's not quitting. Sometimes we think if we changed a plan that we failed. And if you really want to know, this is what my podcast was about this week. It was about having to change your plan a little bit, having to modify a little bit, having to change things up. It does not mean that you failed. It just means that you're having to adapt. It's not quitting. You're having to work around. You're having to choose a version for that very moment that your body needs. So remember that whenever you have to modify, if you go into a day when you have to do a little less, it doesn't make you less. It doesn't do less. It just says that you're listening to what you need right then. So if you really look at it, it's actually doing something good for you. So if you go in and you say yesterday, we'll use yesterday and Tuesday as an example for me. So Tuesday, we went over our circuits. I recognized on Tuesday that it was irritating my ankle a little bit more than normal because we did a forward lunge. We've done some step forwards with knee drives and different things that I'm doing with single leg movements. Yes, those are good for you. They're good to do because they help you build strength in those limbs and whatever you're trying to do. But I will say that if you have any limitations or if you have any chronic pain or any kind of disability of any sort in your lower limbs, that may be pushing you a little much. So if it does, listen to your body. Listen to the changes that it makes in you. And if you're listening, you're trying to build. Just because you're listening and you have to slow down or you have to stop does not mean that you're giving up or you're going backwards. It could actually mean that you're building on that foundation and making yourself a little bit stronger by giving your body that little bit of a rest. So some days it may be a full workout. Some days it may just be stretching. Some days it doesn't even have to be workout related. It could be that you're going out and you're doing your walk for the day and you weren't able to get, maybe you had a goal for a mile. Maybe you didn't get that mile today. Maybe you didn't get that walk to the mailbox today. So if you just did something, a little bit of a stretch to move your body a little bit, that's okay too. Don't hold yourself down for that. Don't give yourself that discouragement just because you had to adjust a little bit. So maybe it's just asking yourself, is it okay today? Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe listening to your body is that positive direction to look at instead of saying, I didn't get to do that today. Just say that you were able to do something today. So just remember that that's very important to do as well. We don't lose progress just by taking those little breaks. So if you have any questions about this week's exercises, you can feel free to ask. If you have any questions about modifications, maybe you can ask that. If you have pain during any movement, please make sure that you listen to your body. And you can always ask questions when we do those. And if you want to be motivated or encouraged to keep going, even when you're having those hard days, just say hi. Say you need that encouragement today. It's okay to say that. It's okay to say, I'm having a rough day, but you don't have to let that stay in. Okay, we all have rough days, but we got to get past those, right? So I'm not letting my difficult day slow me down today. I'm just letting it let me modify what I need to do. I'm making the adjustments and I'm still going to feel productive either way. So if you have any questions about anything so far this morning, I know that I've been talking rather than exercising, but if you have any questions about the exercises from this week, ask, feel free to ask, and I will happily try to show you those this morning. But if you don't have any questions, we're just going to hang out for a second. I'm going to wait and see if anybody has any questions. If not, I am going to close out early today. So that's okay. It's okay. I knew what you were trying to say. I didn't even recognize it that way. That's okay. That's okay. It's not a problem. So if you follow me and you like the encouragement that I give, remember I do have a little podcast that I do. I interview people or I have guests on my show. I also do solos. I have a solo that comes out on Saturday. It is literally about this. It is literally about being okay with having to adjust sometime in your day. So, if you're interested, go check out my website. It's the links in my bio. You can always check that out and see where my podcast is. Whenever they air on Saturdays, they air on all podcast channels. Excuse me. So just remember that sometimes the best lesson is not another exercise. Sometimes it's learning to respect what your body's asking for. And maybe that's rest. Maybe that's a modification. Maybe that's a redo. So, with that, remember, guys, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll see what my body will allow me to do tomorrow. I'm going to try to go over our combos for sure. So, if that is all we go over, we'll make sure that we go over the combos tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to say, guys, have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you tomorrow. See you guys later. If you're watching the replay, please hashtag replay and let me know that you're watching that. Thanks again. Have a great day. See ya.